So, today on the desk, a Synology DiskStation, DS1817 Plus, 8-bay storage device. And this one is sick. It has the infamous blinking power light problem. It worked at first just fine when I got it, and now it's dead. It does this. It failed by saying that one of the hard drives broke, which is confirmed not the case. Well, apparently there's a common fix for these. Let's have a look. Let's take the sucker apart and see what we can do. Okay, motherboard extracted. It says there needs to be something soldered on this header. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go double check. I think it's actually this one up here. But to remove, all you gotta do is remove the back plane, and then the bottom plane comes off with a bunch of buttons. So I initially thought you had to remove the entire cage, but that's not true. It'll come out very easily like this. And here is the repair. 100 ohm resistor between pin 1 and 6 of J5. I am not sure if this is actually pin 1. It could be that this is pin 1 back here, and that would mean this is pin 6. But all the other jumpers here, one is in the bottom left corner, and here one also is in the bottom left corner. Makes me think that I'm right. So this is a hunch. Let's go try it. All right, almost back together, enough to run. It booted, it beeped twice, no more flashing. It's of course unhappy because there's no fans installed and it hates that. Let's see what the web interface says. Well, at least there's that. Now let's see. Let's pop a drive in and see what it does. Well, and there you have it. It is, in fact, doing it. Revived from the dead with a resistor. 4 drives installed. A volume created on this. Added that for parity. Now it's creating the parity descriptor. 1, 2 more ready to be integrated, I'm hoping. We have a storage pool currently consisting of 2 drives, whereas the second is being added, and it will take a while. Okay, Captain's Log supplemental. For the last 5 days or so, this Synology has been working just fine, running continuously, probably drawing like, an Clark Griswold amount of power from my house. And the best part about these things is that you can actually install Emby straight on the Synology. So you can have Emby as a media manager and get all your perfectly legally purchased DVDs and Blu-rays onto the Synology and make it such that it shall get all the metadata and things like that and subtitles, and it's great. You don't need an extra Linux server or Raspberry Pi running somewhere in your house. You can just install it straight up on your Synology. So yeah, it'll download fan art and synopses and will identify every episode for every season, including, your favorite actors and a biography of the actors. I'm not sure why anyone would need that, but you could. And it's just beautiful. You can play it right through your browser, or we're gonna work on it next. We'll see what we can do to make it work on your TV. Stay tuned. Well, once your Synology is set up, all you really need to do is grab one of these thin clients, of which I have a bunch available, and maybe one of these infrared receivers here. These can be programmed on your computer, and then you can install Kodi, and you can control your media center with any remote control. Hook it up straight to your TV, like we see here. It'll absolutely connect to your Emby server that runs on that thing and index and play the shows that you've been watching. And then it will start playing straight from your media center through the thin client to your TV. I hope you like this kind of content. If you need anything repaired, restored, or modded, call your boy Retrobyte Meister at retrobytemeister.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.